How's it going, guys? It's Poetry Stud, and welcome to a brand new series. This is going to be a Rimworld series. If you don't know, Rimworld is a game that is in early access on Steam, and I know what you may be thinking, and it's a survival base builder game, so I know what you may be thinking. You may be like, oh, another one of these. No, well, Rimworld is something different. It's been in production or in development for quite a few years now, actually. It only just came onto Steam, but it's been around since before the whole, current trend of all these, indie early access games. It's quite good. I have really enjoyed it. I've almost been addicted to it the past couple days. We've been streaming it like every single night. And it's really good, and so we're gonna do a YouTube series on it. Anyways, if you've watched my EU4 stuff, this is gonna be a bit different. I'm gonna try to make the episodes a little bit longer, maybe like 5 to 10 minutes longer than an average EU4 video, around 25 minutes, maybe a little under. But anyways, we're gonna be making a colony in Rimworld and just exploring the features the game has to offer for YouTube, and also trying to get off the planet. So anyways, because of, keep in mind, this is early access. If you want to check it out on Steam, I'll have a link in the descriptions of the videos below. And I really hope you'll have fun watching and give me tips, because I am new to the game, and I basically, what have I done? What have I done? I turned my monitor off. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. But yeah, we're basically, I know just enough to make it into like the very beginning of what you could call the mid game, I guess, or so I've been told by viewers on Twitch. But anyways, we're gonna go and do this. And this also, another thing, as we start getting in here, another thing is that we're probably also gonna have only like 3 or 4 videos of this a week, so every other day-ish, I would say, because I don't have enough time to do every day right now. Later on, I hope to upgrade it to a daily series, but it also depends on, how much feedback I get and how many people view it. Like, if you guys like to see it, feel free to, tell me and leave a like so I know that you like seeing it, because I would love to do more of this game. It's just with EU4 Rights of Man coming out that I'm going to be a bit busy and stuff in the next couple of weeks. But anyways, so we have 3 options for how we want to start off. I was asking some of my buddies how they thought I should try to, how they thought I should start, and some of them said I should start with the tribe, with 5 people, and did great blood machines. I'm not really sure what that means, but basically, the Lost Tribe, you start with 5 people, but I think we're going to start with 3 regular survivals. 3 crash-landed people that are going to have to make a colony. What's the difference between a tribe and a colony? I don't know. Well, we could do a rich explorer as well, but I think we're going to start off with a basic sort of thing. We're going to start off with the basics. Anyway, so I'm going to try to go through this in the first episode fairly quickly, and so we can actually start doing stuff, but it may take a while. Feel free to skip ahead if you would like to skip straight to the normal part. So, okay, so one thing that's cool if you're new to Rimworld, excuse me, one thing that's new is that there's, or one thing that's a very cool aspect of the game is that there's a dynamic storyteller. The storyteller chooses to create events like pirate raids, resource drops, or animal attacks, as you can see, and if you're doing, it's dynamic in that if you're doing well, they'll make it so that you get harder events. If you're doing poorly, they'll give you good events to lift you up. He'll keep you right in the middle, but toss you back and forth, but never push you over the edge, supposedly. But anyways, there's 3 of them. Phoebe Chillax is a chill one. It's a little easier. Randy Random is just random, so it could be, it could be all bad, all good, whatever. But I think we're going to stick with Cassandra Classic for now. And you can actually change this, I believe. But we're also going to we'll do some challenge, because that's like the normal difficulty. Permadeath, I don't really want to do, but maybe we will. You know what? We'll make our first... No. We're not going to do that. Okay. Fist. Yes, that's a lovely seed. Fist me, daddy. Okay, no, I'm sorry I went there. We'll do like this size world. In my experience, when playing on Twitch, this one was like really big, so this one should be good. A little bit smaller. All right, here we go. Generating world. Or is that just talking about this? Maybe I'm wrong. I guess maybe this is what it's talking about. Yeah, just Just go in the ocean. Can you actually do that? That'd be awful if you could. I mean, I guess you probably could. Ooh, there's like a base over here. Is that what it is? Yeah, the Lancemen. Okay, well, I think we are going to go ahead and go... I'm going to go for a mountainous area in... We could go in the rainforest, or I want to go in somewhere where it's like water, though. So rainforest or forest or you know, temperate forest or boreal forest. Could be fun to go to a boreal forest, but I think we'll just stick to a normal forest. And let's go somewhere with mountains. We want to do average temperature. That's a really good average temperature, actually. We want to have average temperature of something like that. That's actually like almost perfect. We don't want it too cold. I'm actually going to go right there, I think. Why is it so nice there? It's a little bit, I guess it's a little bit less in elevation. Average temperature is 63. That's not too bad. Growing period is 11th of winter to the 1st of winter. So that's a long growing period as well. Unless it means, like, you can only grow in the winter. That would make sense. Yeah, I know it's not that. Anyways, yeah, so we'll go here. Yeah, I think that's good. And we got 3 colonists. So, another really cool thing is that you can customize colonists. You can rename them. And my theme for this series is going to be renaming it after people that like fellow YouTubers and Twitch streamers, buddies of mine. So you know, keep that in mind when I name people, and if you don't know them, you should go, you know, you should check out all the people I speak of, but if you don't know them, it's fine as well. They'll have their own characters in this game. Alright, so let's look, and so we can actually randomize if we don't like anyone. He has asthma, which sucks, and a bad back, so I kind of don't like this guy already. He's really good at mining. He's pretty good at shooting in melee, decent at medicine, decent at crafting and social. He's honestly okay. I would like to keep him, although he is a little old. His nickname right now is Poopy. Poopy the Geologist. Let's look at our other characters. Polo. A scratch scar is fine. That's not bad at all, really. They're 30. They are incapable of caring, social, scary, and firefighting. Really, the only one of those that I really don't like is firefighting. They're really good at mining, again. They're decent with animals, shooting melee, crafting, and research. This is a person that I could see being useful, and the reason why is because they could be our full-time animal tamer, and then mine and craft in their free time. I think that would actually be pretty good. So I'm probably going to keep this person. Who is good at chemical interest and a brawler? We're going to name this one after my buddy 2F Jeff. If you don't know him, he is a really awesome dude. And the reason why is because this guy's a brawler, and Jeff isn't really like a brawler, but he is, but he plays hockey, you know, and they always get in fights, right? They always throw down and then just, you know, I'm just teasing, but I think that'll be fine. Okay, so that's our Jeff. We got this one. Anna is the healer. Okay, they are incapable of violence and firefighting. So they're basically useless in times of crises. They're really good with some other stuff, but I honestly think we're gonna actually get another person. Okay, what do we got here? Incapable of skilled labor and hauling. Nope, not gonna take you. I just need someone okay. Incapable of dumb labor, which does include hauling, I believe, right? Artistic, very good at cooking, very good with animals, very good with shooting. I think I'm gonna reroll one more time. No, another time. Incapable of violent. Okay. So this one, I could maybe see, this dude I could see being okay. He's really good at cooking, social, animals, medicine. I think we're gonna get this guy. He's also good at research. Okay. You know what, Chewy, we're gonna have you. You're incapable of violence, and you're also very good with animals and medicine and cooking and social. You know what? This is like totally Rye spell thing. So, well, I think we have to actually add that later on. Unfortunately, you can't fit it all. I think that'll be good. And this guy, Poopy. Do we want to keep this guy? Again, he's really good with with a lot of stuff, but I think maybe we randomize. Incapable of intellectual and social. That's honestly fine. But I just don't like him. I don't know. I'm not trying to get it like too easy for us, but I just want to get something that's half decent. Okay. Like this guy. He's 53, so he's a little bit older, but he's also like pretty well balanced. I like this guy. He's good at crafting, mining, growing, construction, and he's a good melee fighter. Yeah. Psychically sensitive. Okay, I think this is gonna be good. He is just an all-around decent dude. He's good at construction, crafting. This is gonna be Kraigox, another streamer buddy of mine, if you didn't know. So we got Rye, Spellfang, Jeff, and Kraigox, and we're gonna go ahead and start. Anyways, I hope you guys are okay with having sat through that, but you know, it is an important process to get a decent setup. So Rye is incapable of violence. Jeff is incapable of firefighting. Kraigox is gonna have to carry the colony a bit in those two categories. But anyways, here we go. Let's go ahead and get our colony started. And we'll be playing this one for the near future on YouTube, so I'm excited. I'm hoping we get a half-decent map setup. The three of you awake in your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Okay, here we go. So, let's see what we got here. Let's view the area, preview the area. Wow, that's a big mountain. This is actually not too unsimilar from the start I have on my Twitch playthrough. It was like a giant area, a giant mountain, and then a little bit of like a outjutting area, and then different sides of it. So, this is not too bad. But this is also at the same time quite a large mountain. And I've actually, in my experience, it's really awesome actually to build into the mountain. I think that's what I'm going to continue doing in this playthrough, especially looking at this. I don't see any other areas that are super, that call out to me. We could have like a wall here, but there's water here. And that would kind of get in the way. We could like set up in one of these areas, but that seems like building a lot of unnecessary walls when we could just wall off this area, and wall off up here, you know, up here. I think that sounds like a good idea. I'm kind of digging this idea already. This will be like this will be like the central hub of our colony. So, let's go ahead and do that. Let's plan on this being the way we set our colony up. But anyway, so when I play Rimworld, I'm very like particular about the way I do things. I don't know, but basically what I'm trying to say with this is you know, I might not be the most efficient player, but I'll try to keep a fairly short backlog. So if you guys have suggestions for me, I will try to take them as soon as I can when I see them in the comments. We also start with a dog, Warhol, like Andy Warhol, and he okay, and we don't know his stats though. Okay, we got a Megatherium up here. I believe Megatherium are like, let's see, a Megatherium type of ground sloth. Megatherium are giant solitary herbivores. There are herbivores, yes. The ground sloth was later brought back using advanced cloning and artificial gestators. Wait, was a Megatherium a real creature? That doesn't sound real. But anyways, it's a big old ground sloth, but it is an herbivore, so it's not dangerous, even though it looks like it might be dangerous. This is compacted steel. Oh, but that's a marble wall. You know what? That's bad. Okay, tell you what. I'm gonna get you guys. Alright, well, so first things first. We should get manual priorities set up. So, we're gonna say everyone that can firefight will firefight. Everyone will patient, obviously, because you want to heal up. Squad up, boys. Alright, we have a doctor in Rye. But we'll have Kraigox be a secondary doctor, because it's not too much worse. Jeff, well, no, everyone's going to bed rest. Everyone's going to flick. Rye is going to be our main warden. Who was the one that was really good with animals? So Rye has a real big affinity for it, but Kragox is the same level, and he also has an affinity. They actually all like animals fairly well, which is pretty cool. So I will leave them all at 3s, but I'm going to put someone as a 1, and that one's going to be Kragox for now. Cooking. So Rye is going to be a 1 for cooking, because cooking is super important. However, probably the most important thing, let's start with the most important things first. We need people, well, no. Let's just go in order. Okay. Hunting. Jeff likes to hunt. So we'll put him as a 2. That'll be your second priority. Kragox is a not too great hunter, so we won't have him as hunting. We'll have Jeff as a hunter. Constructing. Kragox is really good at constructing, so we'll have him construct after he's done handling. Do we have anyone else who's decent at constructing? Not really. Jeff is like okay at it. Repairing. Again, that's part of construction basically. We'll have that as a repair. We'll have repair as a 2. Growing. So this is another thing that we want to get Kragox to do. We'll have him grow. We'll have Jeff really likes to mine, so we'll put that up to a 1 for now, and we can sort through this a little more later. Kragox is a decent miner, but he's really good at smithing. Really good at that. Really good at crafting. Jeff is also pretty good at crafting, though. What we'll probably do is we'll probably get one of these guys to be a full-time crafter. Or one of them to be like a full-time smither and crafter. But one of them to be a full-time smith and tailor. Yeah, okay. So maybe what we'll do is we'll have Jeff be a smith and a tailor. And then we'll have you be a 3 for that, yeah. But you're first going to be crafting, because that's stone cutting and smelting, which is a bit more important. And we got cleaning, and we have research. So research should be like your 2, Kragox, and it should be rise. 3 would probably be decent, or a 2. Yeah, we'll have it as a 3, actually. Meanwhile... plant cutting is something as well that we should do. So Rye, he's going to be a... Oops, excuse me. Sorry, I was adjusting and I hit my desk. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have Rye. He's going to be the warden and then the cook, right? So wardening only works if we have prisoners, and it only takes up a couple, an hour or 2. So if there's no one to do, once he finishes that, then he'll go and cook. He'll cook until we have the certain amount of meals that we need, whatever that may be. And then he will plant cut. And we'll also have, like, Kragox as a plant cutter. Plant cutting is pretty important, I think. We don't need anyone as art for now, I think. Maybe we'll keep it. But the main thing is hauling. You have to have haulers and cleaners. This is super important, as I've found. Especially when you're doing a mountain colony. So... I think what we're going to have is we're going to have Kragox be a number 1 hauler and Jeff, and you'll be like a 2 hauler. But basically, those guys are going to haul. They are going to be hauling whenever they can. Kragox will handle, then he'll construct, then he'll grow, and then he'll haul. Jeff will mine and then haul, and that sounds good, and then he'll smith and tailor. And that's a pretty good setup, I think. And Jeff is decent enough at growing, so we'll have him do that as well. And then cleaning. Cleaning we want to have be a 1. In fact, what we can do is we could have that be a 2. I'd really like that it would be a 1, but we can have hauling be that. And what we could do actually is put that down to a 2, but then put everything else down as well. And this is kind of a strategy I've been using. So basically, that way you can customize it a little more. You have him be mining and then cleaning, and then he'll haul, and then he'll hunt, and he'll smith, then he'll tailor. And we'll have that as a 2. I think that's fine. We'll even have that as a 3. I don't know. It's not a huge deal. But let's go ahead and start planning our colony. Again, I may be taking too long, but that's because I just like to have everything very, very particularly set up. Let's make it so that they can actually, use all this stuff that's landed here, or was here, I'm not sure which. And we're going to go ahead and start setting up a new colony. We have 300 wood. Okay, let's look at this. Architect, orders, structures, wood. We want a wooden wall, because that's all we really have right now. And I'll tell you what, it's probably going to be a while till we have our first raid at least. So what we'll do is we'll start setting up our homestead area. And we're going to do an order and say, come mine this out. We're going to come mine out like an area the size of that, sure. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to build into the mountain this way. It looks like this might be one of the ancient dungeon structures that I still don't know a lot about, but I have not messed with. And if that is true... Jeff is a hunter. Oh, you know what? I forgot. You can't hunt if you're a brawler, really. So we're going to take that down on you, and we're going to say, but he has a passion for it? No, I don't know. I think you can. Rye, he's wandering. He doesn't really have anything to do. Another thing, restricting time. So this is pretty good for sleep, but we're going to make sure that every day they start off the day with a couple hours for joy. I think that's going to be one of our main things. So how many meals do we start with? 10, 20, 30. 24 medicine is pretty good. And basically, I think we're just going to let them go in and mine. Rye has nothing to do right now, unfortunately. He's not idle, though. It doesn't say he's idle, which is weird, but... But I don't know what he's doing, but... Who is the owner of this pupper? I don't quite figure that out yet. Alright. Rye, you can build, right? No, not really. Huh. It's already raining. Oh, geez. That's gonna suck. Okay, it's only 11 o'clock. Actually, I have to end this video soon. But anyways, we got Rye. Oh yeah, Rye. While they're doing that, I will go ahead and rename you to make it fit your whole name. There we go. He's now Rye Spellfang. What are you guys doing? Oh, they're all going to eat. Okay. Sounds good. And I think what we'll start doing, for one, is... Well, we'll wait a second. I want to actually take you over here. It doesn't actually have that warning for the ancient threat thing. So maybe it's just like a... You know, what does this mean, claim? Interesting. You can actually... Alright, well now they're all idle. And we'll go ahead and say, structure wooden wall. And we're going to build this wall out to here, and then build it out to here. And make sure to put in a door. And put in a double door, a set of double doors, honestly. Right there. Sure, that's good. You know, it's going to be it's a modular process for the most part. You know, you start off, and then you go ahead and do other stuff. All right, we will go ahead and make a stockpile zone, like right there, and we'll also make a dumping stockpile zone over like here. And I don't know, I kind of don't like that. The dumping stockpile zone, in my opinion, should be a little further. So long term, where do we want our colony to have up to? I think we want to have it up to here, down to here, and cut off this area. And I think that's going to be what we do. I think this is going to be our like constricting point. We're going to try to stop enemies, and we'll tunnel through here so that the enemies have a way to get around, so they're incentivized to do so. And we'll cut through there. We're going to figure that out in the future, though. But either way, I do need to end this video here. I'm sorry that, that we didn't have much gameplay this episode, but that's kind of how it goes in games like this. You have to, the beginning, you really got to start planning out stuff and organizing things. But either way, I'm hoping to continue this series for quite some time and eventually make it daily. If you are into that, feel free to tell me, leave a like and subscribe if you're not, but especially leave likes, because that's how I know how many people actually are excited to see this series continue, and I would love to play it. So if it doesn't get a lot of fanfare or whatever, I'll probably keep it going for a while. But it really incentivizes me if I get more feedback, because it makes it much more fun for me, you know. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe for more. Come back next episode when we continue some more Rimworld. So until then, goodbye.